back, son. Or you can go to Toys.
Hello, people of probably the VHS community, or well, wherever you come from. Hi, how are you? This is gonna be kind of a weird video because it's just going to be me talking about things surrounding VHS. Because there are a lot of different options. I have some people who were saying that I could make videos on this, that, and the other. I could make those videos, but I kind of just want to talk about a lot of stuff because EA for VHS is soon, and I'm excited for it. First thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was what's gonna happen when EA comes back. What all's gonna, happen on the official Tzboom channel, and what's happening on the Tzboom Twitch. Whoa, dude, that's crazy. Well, obviously I'm still gonna be streaming because that's like the main thing that I love to do. I like streaming, I like making videos, but I prefer streaming. That's just kind of how it is. But don't worry, I'm not changing anything with the videos. Actually, I have good news in a second. So currently I stream Monday to Thursday at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so whatever that is for you. If you want to come by, twitch.tv/tzboom. It's always in the description of every one of my videos. Pretty nice. Another thing that's in the description, if you wanted to pick up anything, is this hoodie. I also have some bags. I have one back there. I plan on actually trying to do some new merch in like a month or two. Probably like 2 to 3 months. That's kind of my guess. Anyway, if you want to check some of that out, you can. Anyway, so yeah, with streaming, I 100% plan on just still doing Monday through Thursday, 5 to 9, because it's just what I love. And for YouTube, what you're watching this on right now, I plan on keeping Monday videos and Friday videos, but also adding Wednesday videos. And so just so that you guys have kind of a lot of background view of kind of what's going on, Friday videos are videos that I edit. So normally, my editor, Soda Pop Rocks Jones, edits these videos, Monday videos, and soon to be also Wednesday videos. Now, Friday videos, the only reason that I do them is because I want Friday videos to represent me. Who am I? Who is TZ? What kind of music does he like? What kind of creative outlet does he like to use for whatever he does, right? So that's all the music that I find, that's all me. All the edits that I do, it's all me. All the clips that I get, obviously it's all me. Sometimes I'll probably throw in a clip or two from my teammates because sometimes they're just funny. But yeah, so Friday videos, they're my personally edited videos. I love them. It's nice being able to rewatch your own videos and find entertainment value out of them. And that's how I feel about Friday videos. Now, Monday videos, those are videos that Soda edits, and he does a fantastic job. Our editing styles are wildly different, which is good, because then it keeps some variety. Now, Monday videos are not to show off me or show off, high-level gameplay or anything. It's to help you try to recreate kind of what I do on Friday videos, so that if you want to be really good, you can be. Like, obviously Friday videos are like the best of my clips, and sometimes I'll throw in me being absolutely terrible and hitting a door frame, and it's funny. But for the most part, it's just showing pretty good gameplay, and that's just how it is. And that's what Monday videos are for. They're just very informational videos. They're to tell you how to do stuff, what different uses may be, and kind of sometimes just, even if you know a lot about a weapon, sometimes it'll open your eyes to something very specific. And that's all that Monday videos have been. And that's what Monday videos are going to be. And just as like a quick roadmap for you guys, just so that you kind of know, I plan on making weapon videos for all of the weapons. Next one I think is the eye. I think that's the one that I'm working on. I'm not totally sure. Or no, never mind. Sorry, it's Slingshot. Slingshot is actually the next one that we will be working on. That one's going to be interesting. We'll see. But yeah, so once the EA comes back up, Monday videos and Friday videos will be rolling. After I do all the weapons or whatever, I plan on doing some stuff where I talk about how to go against each monster, how to play on each map, where to look for things in certain maps, different stuff to do. But if one thing that you probably thought of already, I'm not going to be able to talk about monsters and weapons forever, right? Because there's only 12 weapons and there's only 3 monsters right now. So, and I mean, I could talk about the teens, but like that would all just be in one video, and it'd be like, this perk good, this perk good, this perk not so good, this perk terrible, ooga booga, whatever. Not like crazy hard. So after I'm done with all that stuff, until they release new maps, new killers, new everything, new monsters, whatever, then I'm going to be kind of reviewing my games or reviewing other people's games, and that is where I will actually need you guys to come in clutch. So I'm fine reviewing my friends' like VODs or whatever sometimes if they want me to, or if I just get permission, and just assessing stuff. It'll be fully analytical, no judgment. Worst thing that I'll say was, that was not a good play, and best thing I'll say was, hey, that's pretty good, right? That's just, I'm not there to like be ruthless and make you feel terrible. But like, if I say that you did good, I'll explain why that was good, and if you did poorly, then I'll explain what was done wrong, and that's just how it is. And if you would like to, you know, help me and also be featured on the channel, I'll like put your Discord and whatever in the description if you ever want me to. Just DM me on Discord, and that goes for anybody who wants anything. If you want to, like, you know, become one of Stefan's angels, you can possibly, maybe, if you just DM me on Discord. If you would like me to review your games and maybe upload them for Monday videos, you can just DM me. That'd be great, and we'll just stay in touch with me. I'm fine talking to people. I know I seem a little ruthless sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I'm trying to ease it back a little bit, because I know it's a little rough, but that's what Monday videos are going to be. That, like, towards the end of, once I've like gone through all of the crazy important stuff, I also plan on remaking a couple of the weapon videos, because they're really short compared to the videos that I've been working on. I've really tried to up the quality. I hope that you guys have noticed. If not, yikes. But if you have, awesome. Anyway, so now on to what the new videos are going to be once I kind of establish stuff with Soda more. Wednesday videos. They're just going to be good games against anybody. Obviously, if there's a game against a good streamer, let's say that I go against, like, I don't know, Saeed. I'm sure that you know him if you're in the VHS community. And I know that I don't play on EU, but he's the first person that I thought about. I like Saeed. He's homie. If I ever go up against him and it's like a pretty good game, I would love to post that. I think that'd be great. I would love that. I would really, really enjoy that. And, you know, Soda's a really solid editor, and he does so much work for me. I don't want to put a lot of work on him. So Soda, if you are watching this, which you are, because you're editing it, thank you. I don't want to add too much onto his plate, because he also has a life. And if we could like show some love for Soda, I don't know, you could message him on Discord or something, or just in the comments. He checks them, he sees them. But yeah, show Soda some love, because he really is homie. And also show Pixelicious some love. She's a good streamer friend of mine. She's a homie. She does the thumbnails for Monday and I'm thinking Wednesday videos. If not, that's all good. I'll figure something out. But yeah, so she's also homie. She also does my emotes and stuff on Twitch, so make sure to also show her some love. She's fantastic. Go over to her channel on Twitch and also YouTube now. I forgot. I'm gonna promote her YouTube too, because she's cool. Yeah, she has a YouTube now, so if you just look up Pixelicious on YouTube or Twitch, you should find her. She plays VHS. There's not very many people with Pixelicious as their name who play VHS. Other than her. She's actually the only one, so it should be really easy. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of all the Twitch and YouTube stuff out of the way, I think, at least, and a little more behind the scenes, ooga booga. Now on to just some other stuff. What I'm excited for in EA, what I am sort of afraid of, not really afraid of. There's not really anything that I'm too afraid of, just stuff that like I'm interested in and I'm unsure of. That's the best way that I can put it. So, what am I excited for in EA? obvious answer, the game is back, but like that's bad answer. So whatever, that's cool. Namely, more players. I can't wait for there to be way more players, because for those of you who did not know or do not know, when they originally put up the game, they were expecting maybe like I don't remember if it was a couple hundred or like a couple thousand people who were gonna like want to play in the beta. I think that they only thought that it would be a couple hundred, and then they got like a good solid few thousand. They didn't expect very many people, and then there were a lot of people, and now last thing we knew, which was like, I don't know, probably about 6 months ago, there were over 200,000 people who had VHS on their wish list on Steam alone. That was not on Epic Games Launcher, that was only Steam, which is really exciting. Now, obviously, no, there's not just going to be like 200,000 people who play at launch, but there's probably going to be a good amount of people. Now, one thing that I'm interested in, this is the area where I'm not afraid, but interested, as I said before. I am very interested to see how many people stick, because I'm not going to like beat around the bush. I'm not going to like, hide anything. There are obviously a lot of the people who just like horror-y, spooky stuff, and VHS perfectly is a reminder of 80s spooky horror stuff, and I love it. I think that is fantastic. Obviously, there's other horror games that are truly horror who like focus on spooking you and scaring you. VHS doesn't do that. The game is surrounded by 80s horror tropes. That's the best way that I can put it. So the werewolf, not really scary, but is an 80s horror trope. Wart is something made in a scientific lab that got loose and broke out. 80s horror trope. Dollmaster, dolls. What else do you need? Is dolls. And obviously, there's going to be so many more things. There's going to be so many more things. There can be ghosts, there could be skeleton monsters, there could be robot monsters, there could be aliens. There's so many things that they could do, and there's so many things that they are going to do, and I'm really excited to see all of the new monsters that they bring in. And it's funny because a lot of people are excited to like they're excited about new monsters to figure out how to play as new monsters, right? I'm just more excited to have new mechanics in the game to learn how to deal with. And if you're a teen main, that's probably what you should be excited about. As a teen main, I'm really excited to learn how to outplay and counterplay and figure out how to deal with a monster and their new abilities and their new powers and use like the craziest stuff. Because currently there are some weapon mods in the game that don't really get used. And I don't know if that's just because there just wasn't really a whole lot else to like put in for the weapons because of how the weapons work, or if it's because, they already knew a good roadmap for the next few monsters, and these weapon mods might be a really good counter to those monsters. They said that they wouldn't be releasing any new monsters or teams or maps or anything in the betas, but in EA they said that they would sort of start to release stuff. So that's kind of what I'm super excited about, is figuring out how to counterplay, also getting new perks. Those are going to be really interesting to figure out how to also counterplay, especially on the different monsters. I'm excited for the new perks. I don't really know what's gonna happen with them, but I'm sure that we'll see some fun stuff. I'm sort of worried to see how many players are going to stick, because the way that I've described VHS to a lot of people is this is the hardest ASIM that you can touch currently on the market. It's basically the Dark Souls of ASIMs. I'm really worried because the same reason that the Dark Souls games do so well and so poorly, well, actually, they mostly just do really well, is because they're hard. And a lot of the ASIMs don't have a name as being extremely hard and taking a lot of skill. Now, Dark Souls gets away with it, and that's why they're so successful, is because as soon as somebody says Dark Souls, you know it's hard. It's really hard. Does it take a lot of skill sometimes? No, not all the Souls games are hard. Does VHS take skill in every single game? Yes, absolutely, 100%. There is so much skill that goes into every game that you play, and you really do have to think about it like that. So if you do poorly and you're newer, like that's just how it is. That really is. And you know, as I said, most ASIMs aren't promoted as a super hard game, right? So having this difficult of an asymmetrical game is going to really rock the boat in ASIMs. Like most of them are casual. You go look at any other ASIM, and they're pretty chill for the most part. But VHS, even a casual game, it's still pretty skill based, pretty difficult. Most of them are not just going to be, you know, super easy zoom, right? By the way, I got this sweet tea here. It's really good. It makes me happy. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm interested in seeing, and I'm not too worried because I think that enough people will be willing to take up the challenge that is VHS, because there's a lot of really fun stuff. It's fantastic. It's such a good game, and if people stick with it, they're gonna have a blast. Like, lower levels, you have a lot of fun. Mid levels, you kind of get used to stuff, and then you're just going against kind of mediocre monsters for a bit because you just don't have enough games played to be going against the really, really good people. And then you finally get to really high ranks or high levels, high MMR, whatever you want to go with, where you're going against the best of the best, and every single game that you are playing is going to be like a 25-30 minute game, and those games are the most fun, and that's what you're going to have all the time. That's what I'm excited for. That's what I'm a little bit worried about. Now, just some general things for people who are going to jump into EA who haven't gotten to play the game. Don't be too hard on yourself, please. Okay, this is going to be harsh. If you watch my streams or you know me at all, you'll know I am very straightforward. So this is going to be extremely straightforward, and this is not to sound like an ass or something. This is just me being extremely honest. You're going to be bad. I go and I watch myself from like the first month. I was bad. Second month, I got a little better. Third month, I got pretty decent. Fourth month, pretty good, right? I felt very solid in what I could do. And then the game went down for a while, right? And then in that while, I lost a lot of skill. I started getting it back up, but even in the 2 months that we were able to play the game again, I wasn't able to get back the skill that I had. So this game is a pretty decent game of repetition, but it takes a while to get good. And obviously, are you gonna have the same time frame where 4 months and you'll feel really solid? You could have it solid in 2 months. I don't know. You could have it solid in 8 months. You could have it solid in 2 years. But if you stick with the game and you love it enough, keep going. Like, you know, you don't have to worry about being absolutely fantastic. And you also got to keep in mind, most of the people that you'll be playing with for a bit they're not like crazy good. They're not going to get upset with you. Some people will. And if they do and they voice it, then, you know, you can mute them. That's one thing that I've learned in any game, right? You play League of Legends, you play Rocket League, you play Rainbow Six, you play CSGO. Any game that can be competitive, people will get upset. And that's okay. It's totally fair. If you end up getting upset at your teammates or something, fair enough, right? It's okay. But you don't have to necessarily be like really rude to them. There's no need to be really rude to them, because that puts them down entirely, and they're already feeling down. Because if you've played a game, you should know, right? And everybody should have felt this, because everybody's played enough games to have toxic teammates or whatever, right? If you screw up 9 times out of 10, you know you screwed up, and your teammate knows that you screwed up, and then if your teammate yells at you, well, you're already blaming yourself. It just adds, and then you don't even want to play that match anymore, and you're not going to play very well. You're not going to perform. Now, am I saying to like go out of your way to be super nice or whatever, even when you're like upset with them. No. But just, you know, say something neutral, say something to lighten the mood, say something funny really fast. It's fine, but you don't have to mock them and be like a total jerk to them. And if they're your friend, okay, by all means, bully them, because it's funny. If you watch my streams, you know I do that to my friends all the time, but they also do it to me. I hit a door frame, everybody in the game knows about it. It's sad, but it's funny. So yeah, just avoid being like a total ass. Obviously you can make jokes and stuff, just make sure not to take them too far. And if somebody's just being a total jerk to you, or is just being a total jerk to anybody and you don't feel like dealing with it, just mute them. It's really easy. Press escape, hit the voice chat or whatever it says. I think it says voice chat, and just mute them. Nice and easy. And if they get really bad, there you can also report them as well, very, very, very easily. Hellbent does pay attention to that, which is fantastic. Thank you, Hellbent, for, you know, actually like looking into reports and taking care of stuff. It does not go unnoticed. We definitely appreciate it a lot, because there's a lot of scummy people, and we like that you guys actually like deal with them. It's great. Thank you. So as my final little bit of what to say, I'm really hoping that this video is also accompanied with the return of VHS. I'd be very, very happy, because currently I'm recording this on a Friday, and I know this video is going up on a Monday, and I hope that when this video goes up, VHS either gets announced that it's coming back, or that it just is back. That would be fantastic, and I would absolutely love that. And if it isn't, then that's okay. But if it is, Pog champ, right? So anyway, yes, I appreciate you guys. Hope that you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening. And yeah, thank you. I will see you in the beyond, I guess. Peace.